And so that's when I told him, you can open a Buc-ee's across the street, but the Waffle House is going to kick your ass.
I don't know. I think that's an even matchup.
Oh, shoot, we're live. People are listening to us. Shit.
Oh, we've self-incriminated.
Damn.
Stand by my words, though. Even fight.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen and everything else, welcome to another game of Common Sense, or kind of not. So,
Vestiges of one.
Yes, due to the fact that certain individuals who will remain nameless made my life much more difficult these past 2 days than they should have. No one I'm related to, people I work with, as a note. This game is going to be not so much a game as a play up on a wish that an individual made. Yes. Oh, hold on 1 second. I need to call into the ether. I'm trying to get a link for the stream. One second, so I can actually show it to people. There we go. Thank you, my love. One second, so I can actually show it. So I think we've got a number. We may actually have people watching this time around.
Well, I do like to plug the show whenever I can. And by that, I mean whenever I remember to. Which I should be better about, really.
So effectively, for the audience at home, last game, Bill made an interesting statement. It went something like this.
I wish Mask would just cut the bullshit and make me his agent directly.
And that's a very, very interesting thing. So I'm gonna give people a little bit of time to show up. Not much though, because I do want to have this done in a relatively okay manner.
Only fashion.
Exactly. Timely and appropriately. Efficiently, as it were.
Gods are busy folks. They've got lots of things to do. Especially one with a history as storied and horrific as Masks.
And
some must remember who caused 4th edition.
Now, there's no reason. He hasn't done that yet. There's no reason to like blame him for things that he hasn't done yet.
You never extended that courtesy to Saucy, and I don't aim to start now. Well, Mask, you can always trust him to do the worst possible thing.
So, we're going back. We're going to pull back a little bit to the moment Bill made that wish. And as these words leave your mouth, Bill,
I wish Mask would just cut the bullshit and make me his agent directly.
Everything seems to slow down. And everyone else, Bill, it seems to be... How do I put this? They're there, but they kind of become more nondescript, more background to you. And the noise level of the busy city outside drops. And it's eerily silent. All the lights seem to dim as you hear footsteps outside approaching. Give me one moment.
As they say, the loudest words are always the quietest.
There we go. I had to change from push to talk because I can't do that. I can't control the freaking shit and be moving around characters and stuff. But as you hear the foot stuff, and as you see something manifest through the wall. Oh, it would help if I was on the right layer. As a person begins to walk through.
I don't even turn to address him. I heard you coming. You must be losing your touch.
As Mask walks over here, Bill, and in front of you, he kind of looks at you and like tilts his head, goes, "An odd request, but who am I to argue?" As he takes out a knife and basically he waves his hand and a massive cow-shaped dung drops in front of you, and he cuts it in half. Not quite sure why you want it to do that. You know, as he pulls out like a chocolate from his pouch as he starts munching on it. You mortals do know we gods actually don't have to show up when y'all do these little wishes.
To be perfectly honest, I didn't expect you to. At least I've picked a nice place for you to show up to.
Oh yeah,
I
I
would
love
have thought,
bank.
I don't have to say, it seems most appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
They say all the trade gods, it's their temples, but I think it's more yours than theirs.
I snuck into the vault last week and wrote my name on a bunch of coins. It's not as secure as I think it is.
And they say you don't do merchandising.
Huh. Now. I'm the one who tells the theys what they're allowed to say.
I shudder to think.
So let's get to it. You want to be my agent.
Well, if the body's worth a joyride, you might as well make some use of it, eh?
But you don't seem the type, my friend.
No, we've more in common than you know. None taken.
But when's the last time you stole anything?
Saw more than a few people out of the jaws of death recently.
There.
What are we both but thieves of always?
And don't think Kellenvor is too super happy about that. But you're technically not interfering.
No, there's a few that are a bit sketchy.
You know, there's a number of us that have been watching you guys.
Would explain all the happenstances.
No, the happenstances aren't necessarily all of our faults.
Oh, thank goodness. The insurance covers us better if they aren't, acts of God and all that.
No, the weird things that have been happening lately is mostly due to the fact that, well, Mistra's got a bit of a cold.
The disease gods are working overtime, it seems.
They don't know what the hell's going on with that.
More a little bit
A lot.
disconcerting.
Yes, a lot of people are unsure. Sorry, a lot of gods are unsure as to what's causing her issue. If it keeps going the way it is, it may completely develop. It may develop into a full plague.
Well, if you need a second opinion, you know where to find me.
Oh no, worry not, mortal. There's more divinely inspired individuals working on her. No.
But I'd feel remiss if I didn't offer.
Oh yes, the offer is appreciated. No, for the most part, magic's kind of like causing chaotic events to occur. Apparently, the horsemen have slipped through the veil. That's causing some issues.
Oh, joy of joys. Those are the
As you
horsemen I
take-
think they are.
They're the horsemen your little friend over there thinks they are, as he points to Sylvie's character. You're noticing the red hair standing up, much more prevalent in this like aftermath, or this this kind of state the world is in right now. Because like, it's not so much time has stopped. It's more like you've become far more important than everything else. This conversation has become so much more important than everything else going on that basically everything else is waiting for the conversation to finish so that it can take its turn.
Oh, poor little surgeon with the limelight on him. Me without a nurse to mop my brow. Well, I turn to the halfling that I've been looking to recruit. No nurse for now. You know, training is as training does. Takes time.
And it does. For the most part, me and a couple of the gods have been able to redirect these magical chaos things into more productive manners. And beats the hell out of the entire world blowing up.
It's greatly appreciated.
Although that's on the cards, don't get me wrong. If someone pulls the wrong switch at the wrong time, there ain't shit any of us are going to be able to do about it. But unless the almighty AO might actually step in for a change.
True that the cure's worse than the disease.
Give me a knowledge religion, Bill, just to see if you know who AO is.
Excellent question.
18. You've never heard of AO. You have no idea who AO is. And that's not surprising. AO works very fucking hard to make sure no one ever utters his fucking name.
I heard a name of a god I hadn't heard before, and I assumed whatever that is, I don't want to meet it. Yeah. And that's coming from someone who, up until now, was a follower of the Zamooks.
Well, and also, when he uttered the name AO, everything kind of flickered a little bit. Like
something like that.
Like, how do I put? Like, imagine a police officer who's interrogating a suspect, and he said something he shouldn't have, and there's a rapping on the other side of that mirror.
Like having the lamp flickered in your face.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and he kind of straightens up. Regardless, we've taken. What is the best way for me to explain what's happening? Although I owe you no explanation, I do enjoy having little talks like these. I don't get to come out much.
Again, that's my choice of venue. I thought you might appreciate it. Just on the off chance you were overhearing.
Well, as the god of thieves and trickery and stealth, no one really ever expects to see you. It's kind of counterintuitive. I mean, as custom dictates, I should have just shown... I should have just had a pile of manure show up, cut in half, and then left.
I appreciate the gin.
Yeah, well, like I said, any opportunity to get out of the stuffy higher-ups. But for the most part, with Mistra being sick and all the other stuff happening, and us having to direct our attentions to the mortal realm constantly to make sure it's not getting blown up, a bunch of us have decided to start rolling dice, playing a bit of a game. And oh, what joy! You people are some of the pawns.
Better the pawn on top of the board than the one buried underneath it.
Don't get me wrong. When it comes to a game of chess, the pawn is not always considered the most important of pieces. But I particularly like playing with the pawns. They're so interesting. They make the game so much more in-depth. Even if the only thing they do is clear the way for your knight to come charging in and take out the opposing king, they play a purpose. They have a point. And you, as he takes a couple steps forward and looks you over, and you can't really hear breathing behind the mask, but you can feel breathing behind the mask. You have a particular role to play. As he leans back up and takes another bite of chocolate. So, I think I'm going to bring something back. Have you ever heard of a chosen?
I'm dimly aware of the literary concept, but I believe that there's probably some wider and broader stroke approach when it comes to the matters of the gods.
There are. Becoming a chosen of a god. It bestows upon an individual a certain level of importance to the world, as well as the god they're the chosen of. A high level of responsibility, as well as a high level of danger.
It's very much the responsibility I seek, I suppose.
Oh.
I know danger comes part and parcel. So what do I need to do? Because when in this little game of chess we're all playing, or taking part in at least, I aim to bring as many pawns home at the end as I can.
And that's a noble goal. Thing is, your wish. How did it go again? Yes.
I wish Mask would just cut the bullshit and make me his agent directly.
You wish to be directly my agent. So, and since I'm here and I chose to show up, I must fulfill this wish. There are two things that you will have to agree to by accepting this mantle upon your person. One, if you ever discover another chosen of Mask, do a little prayer to me. go to a corner, make a quick prayer, and be sure you point them out, so I can be sure they're reprimanded for revealing that they're a chosen of Mask, as this is something that should be kept as the utmost secret. Even this conversation is not to leave your lips.
I scrape my suture needle across my own lips, indicating my lips are sealed.
And 2, I'm going to show back up again. Although this time when I do it, your friends, as I point, as well as the rest of the world, is not going to slow down again. It is going to continue on at a normal pace. When I do show back up, I expect you to take a seat, pour a cup of coffee or tea, if that's your thing, and have a conversation with me.
Do you take sugar?
I usually provide my own.
I figured as much.
Well, it's never really mine, but
Always tastes better from someone else's bowl, though.
yeah.
Understand.
There's this lovely bit of sugar from this place in Galarian. Tiny little unknown bar on this small, pitiful island run by the craziest of frickin' people. But that's a story for another time.
I was almost getting nostalgic.
So, are these agreements to your liking?
They do suit, sir. They do suit.
Very well. Mask holds up his hand, and there's a knife in it. And he holds up his other hand, and he takes the blade, and as almost like a scalpel bill, like the most precise cut. It's not even that the blade is cutting; it's as if the flesh is moving out of the way on the palm of his hand. As Mask begins to bleed this reddish, golden, bright blood. And he points the knife at your hand.
I hold it out for him.
And he does the same thing. And there is literally no pain. It's almost as if it's like he's stealing the wound to you.
Parting it like a crowd.
Yes. And once the hand is cut, he reaches out and shakes your hand. As a bit of Mask's divine essence flows into your body. Congratulations, Bill. You have gained the chosen template of Mask. It's in chat. It's also in Discord. And he shakes your hand and he kind of laughs. And it's a weird laugh, too. It's a very strange laugh. And as he lets go of your hand, the wounds are gone. The blood is gone. It's as if it was never there. And he goes, "Oh, I can't wait to see the things I'm going to see from you."
I hope I don't disappoint.
Oh, and just so you know, as he finishes off the chocolate bar, your other friend as he points to Lozi's character. Yeah. Your non-clone version of your friend. She is taking very well to Tiamat as one of her scions.
Barry will actually smile.
Mm.
This is the first time he's ever done that.
Mm.
Good to know she's getting by.
Oh, yes. She's actually making some very interesting waves, would be the best way to say it, of her own. And those ripples are coming in y'all's directions. So that'll be fun. Anyway.
Doesn't surprise me in the slightest, boss.
We'll be in touch. And he will say, and he says a name, Bill, and it's not the name you go by, but it's like someone just gently passed their fingertips along the strings of your soul as he uttered to you your true name. And he disappears into the vault, because where else would Mask go to?
Yeah, see if anyone got the coins.
Yeah.
I was always wondering how that was pronounced.
Yeah.
As I was like visibly sweating.
Yeah, you should be. And then time starts over again. And everything played out the way it did last game. So, to go over this list, because this is a lot, Bill.
I can tell.
Yeah. So, +4 to Dex, +2 to Int, +2 to Charisma.
Quite damn pretty.
Tell me I'm pretty. While in dim light. Oh, by the way, I need to send a special thanks out to Iron Hand Jack for his assistance in this particular template, because I was looking for it, and I don't know whether he found it or he just made it, but this was his work. While in dim light, shadowy illumination, or darkness, the chosen gains the benefit of half cover. Does not stack with actual cover. Eyes of the Veiled Lord. The chosen gains blind sense 60 foot. In addition, she may operate traps, locks, or devices without penalty due to darkness. Perfect mission. The chosen may sanctify a single mission targeting one individual, structure, or organization dedicated to Mask. All participants gain +2 competence bonus on relevant skill checks, immune to fear, spell resistance equal to 10 plus half character level, or half a chosen's level. The mission must be completed within a number of 10 days equal to your int modifier.
Hey, we get more leeway than we usually do.
Yep. You maintain any number. You may maintain a number of concurrent missions equal to your int modifier, minimum 1. Spell-like abilities. At will, disguise self, detect thoughts. 5 times per day, improve invisibility as if you need it. Trade items out of sight. 3 times per day, shadow form, freedom of movement. Once per day, shadow walk. Shadowbound mind, +4 on saves versus mind affecting effects. Immune to magical aging, which you're practically, yeah. Does not suffer physical penalties from aging. I don't know if your race does or not.
They still need to hot bodies if they don't have this.
Yeah. Resistance 5 to cold, fire, and electricity. +5 bonus on saves versus poison and disease.
+5 resistance beats immunity every time.
Yep. Because immunity can be bypassed.
Whereas a check that high beating +5 requires escalation.
Indeed.
Oh, great responsibilities does come from great power.
Yep. So, and sadly, that's pretty much all, folks, for today. Is there any
Short,
questions you
sweet,
have, Bill? Anything
to the
you
point.
want clarified or
No, it should all be fine.
cool? Well,
Day at my stats. I'll do the rest over the week.
yep. So everybody, I'm sorry to have this cut short, but like I said, it's been a very rough day. Past 2 days. But we will be doing game again on the 19th. It will be a full game. I will make sure of it come hell or high water. And I will do my very best to make sure it is as entertaining as possible. Trying to think if there's anything.
Well, no one's rolled a D10,000 yet, have they?
That's a good. Well, that's the question I was trying to. You know what, Bill? Go ahead, roll a D10,000 and see. Let's see if something interesting happens.
6072. This is where we find out it's like character's god falls from grace.
Any abilities the character just got are removed.
Character is rendered a vegetable. Oh, good. I get the planet subtype too.
Yay, rar.
Hell yeah.
6072. All right, what do we got? Ha. All right. So this one seems kind of redundant. Target is immortal, but he's sentenced to lifelong imprisonment.
How appropriate.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to go with this one. Because this is just kind of funny with something you already kind of do, Bill. Target sheds his skin like a snake every 1d6 days.
Hell yeah.
So go ahead and roll me a d6.
In 3 days.
All right, Bill. Every 3 days, you shed your skin.
It's literally because my corpse doesn't rot anymore. It just has to eject a layer of dead skin cells every 3 days.
Exactly.
I knew that positive energy would come back to haunt me one day.
Yeah. And with that, I think we're good for the day, people. Bill, thank you for joining me on this impromptu thing.
Always
For
a
the
pleasure.
people who joined, I'm so sorry.